Hello there, my name is Kirsi and I send you best regards from Helsinki, Finland. I'm here in my home starting my new video blog called Wellness Mom's Health Journey. So I warmly welcome you to follow me and my new channel here in YouTube. Why I decided to start this video blog is because I want to help moms all around the world to improve your health with means of a healthy diet and also yoga and this kind of energy medicine techniques. In addition, for being a mom for my 6-year-old daughter and 8-year-old son, I'm a wellness coach. I'm a functional nutrition specialist and a qualified yoga teacher. And here in this blog, I want to show you in practice what kind of food I make to myself and my family in order to keep us healthy and happy. But then I have realized that the food what you eat is not the only thing in life which is important. Actually, it's not even the most important aspect of life which help you to keep yourself healthy. The most important thing in your life is to learn minimize, manage and release stress. And that is a bit more complicated thing to do than only changing your diet. Of course, diet also has an impact because, for example, if your blood sugar is going up and down, it just causes stress to your body. But in addition to this, it's also important to take good care of your body, to release all the tension from your body, and also to learn to control your mind, because your mind is interfering your life in many ways. It just wants to protect you and keep you safe, but when doing it, it just restricts your life very badly. I have a lot of past traumas myself, which I will tell you in more detail in the coming videos. But here I can already tell that I had an abnormal childhood myself, as I was raised by a mom who was deeply depressed during my whole childhood, and that's why I really couldn't be a normal child without any stress factors in my life. And finally, when I was 20 years old, my mom committed a suicide, and it of course affected my life very strongly. And because of all these traumas, I really have been forced to do a lot of work to just handle them once and for all and live a life free without these, because of course they affected my life in so many different ways. I have had of course these problems all my life, but when I became a mom, I just realized that if I don't handle these issues now, I will just pass them on to my children during their childhood, and then they, as an adult, they will have similar kinds of problems what I have now. Because, for example, I have suffered depression earlier in my life, and I faced some kind of burnout, and then my digestion has been completely messed up. I have all my life I have suffered from awful constipation, and I really mean constipation, so that I could hardly get anything out of my body. And these kind of things, they have always been in the center of my life, that I have always had some issues which have affected my life very strongly. Now, a few years ago, actually, when my daughter was born in the autumn 2012. At that time, I used to replace my lunch with candies because I was thinking that I'm too busy for taking care of myself, because I had to take care of my children. But because of doing this, I was very tired, I was exhausted, and I just wasn't the best version of myself. And I'm sure you can imagine that when you are not the best version of yourself, you able to be the best version of being a mom for your children. In order to be able to be good mom, you just have to put yourself in the center of your world. Consider yourself as the most important person in your life, because when you are feeling well, you are healthy, you are happy, your children are healthy, they are happy then, and they are enjoying their lives. My son is this kind of highly sensitive child, and he has actually taught me a lot about being a good mom. He reflects my feelings very strongly, and when I'm not feeling strong and I'm not feeling good, I'm not stable, he just sucks all those bad feelings what I'm having, he just sucks them to himself, and he gets upset and just stressed, which I of course don't want him to be. So this has really taught me a lot about how to control myself and how important it is to control myself better, so that I won't pass all that awful load to my child. At one point a bit earlier, we used to gather the whole family and tell to each others what kind of things we love in each others. And it was so touching to hear my son telling that he just loves mom when mom is happy. And he says this because he has seen things otherwise. When he was smaller, his mom really wasn't happy. I was crying a lot. I was often upset. I just wasn't the best version of myself as a mom. All this was because I was so broken. I was so mentally broken. When my son was 2.5 years old and my daughter was only 6 months old, my dad died in an accident. It came in such a bad moment. I guess you never can be prepared for these kind of events in your life, because suddenly my dad, my children's grandpa, was just away, and I had to explain to the kids like why they cannot see grandpa Teuvo anymore. On that moment, I really was so mentally broken that I was a horrible mom. But of course I did my best. I just realized that I have to handle all my problems once and for all, so that I won't pass them to my children. So this is how my journey started. It started first improving my diet. Instead of replacing my lunch with candies, I started eating regular healthy meals, and it gave me quite a lot more energy. But of course, by nutrition means you cannot touch all the traumas which are stored in your body. So then a bit later I realized, because I still continued to be quite tired and moody and just not stable myself at all, I just realized that I have to start doing something about all these stressful things in my life. So then I was first introduced to yoga, and I got into yoga so much that I wanted to become a yoga teacher, and that's why I went to, it was a bit more than 1 year ago when I went to India to take a 1 month course in yoga teaching there. So it was a hard month. I was apart from my family completely. I could hardly be in contact with them. We had to do a lot of work there, because imagine becoming a qualified yoga teacher in 1 month. It just requires a huge load of work. But I was so ready for it, and I completely loved it. And there in India, I just found a big piece of myself. Suddenly I just realized what kind of harmful patterns I have been repeating in my life. And it just, when I came back from there, I just made a decision to remove some people completely out of my life. Since the time when I came back home, I have been so much better mom, so much better wife, and just so much better person in general. And all these techniques like yoga, asanas, breathing techniques, everything. I just want to show you here what I do daily to keep myself fit and in better mental state. Because all this, what is the basis for really being able to live healthier and happier life is that you need to learn to control your mind, telling you a lot of things which are not true. Your mind is not bad itself, but it just wants to protect you from things which you don't need to protect it from. It just, for example, your mind is telling you a lot that you are not good enough. For me, because of my past, I used to have these messages from my mind a lot that I just wasn't good enough. But now when I have found myself, learned to love myself, I realized that I am good enough just the way I am. And this is why in this video blog, all these videos which I publish here, I won't edit these hugely. I won't add any music or just try to be anything else than what I really am. I really hope that you want to follow me, the authentic Kirsi, who wants to really genuinely help you to feel better. I really want to show you all the aspects of my life which have made me a more an authentic person, really me, a person with good self-esteem, so that I don't absorb all the things which come outside of me, these external factors which just makes me feel worse instead of feeling better. We all have these kind of external factors in our life which are just harmful for us, and they just don't do any good for us. So all these kind of topics I want to cover here in my channel, and I really hope that I can have you following me regularly, because I have so many things to show you and tell you, and just so much exciting things what I'm eager to teach you, so that also you can feel better. And in order to show you that I genuinely want to do all these things and give you all these things, is that I'm going to give this completely free. I'm a wellness coach myself, and I of course sell my coaching services, but here I really want to give all these tips and advices for you for free. I will reveal my whole life, healthy lifestyle here, to show all this, what kind of food I make more for myself and my family, vegetarian or even vegan food. Because of my son has atopic skin problem, he has to eat dairy and wheat-free food, and it's not a problem because it's also good for the whole family to avoid those. Actually, most of us in the whole world, we are sensitive to these ingredients, dairy and wheat, and that's why I will show you here how to make food free from this milk or dairy and wheat, and also like how to make your diet lighter, diminishing the amount of meat what you eat and increasing vegetables in your diet. And then of course all these means to minimize, manage and release stress in your life, they are just wonderful, and I'm so keen on starting to show and teach you all these things. So hey, please order my channel, and I want to see you following me here again in the next video, which will come soon. Have a great day. Bye bye.